How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and welcome to my video game pickups for the month of May 2021. It's been a few months since I've done this series, for obvious reasons, and I'm excited to start it back up and continue doing it for the foreseeable future. So let's get into it. First of all, something that's not video game related, I got a 3D printer. This is a Ender 3 from Creality, and I love it so much. I got it a few weeks ago, and it's basically been printing non-stop. This is one of the only breaks that I've given it, as a matter of fact, to shut it off so I can film this video. I just love it so much. I've got a lot of 3D printed projects that I'm looking forward to doing in the future and showing to you guys, so that's something for you guys to look forward to, hopefully. Yeah, 3D printer. Not game related, but I thought that I'd show it off anyway. This is game related, though. I picked up this Nintendo 64. This is obviously just a standard gray model of the system. It's nothing special about it. Basically, I did a joke bid for it on eBay and won. And I'm excited to have this because I've been hoping to get a Nintendo 64 modified for RGB output sometime in the future. And now that I have this, well, all I need to do now is get it modified. That won't be anytime soon, but I do have this spare N64 now to get modified in the future for RGB. I think this is like my 5th N64 that I own, funny enough. Speaking of systems that I own more than one of course, I also picked up this Nintendo Switch Lite. This is the turquoise edition, and I got this for probably as cheap as you're ever going to be able to get a Switch while it's relevant. This cost me $150. And this was listed as defective on eBay because it had a blue screen of death. I was able to fix it temporarily long enough to film my video where I turned on every single Pokemon game at once. In order to make that video, I just needed one Nintendo Switch Lite, so thankfully I got it and managed to make that video. And it's still blue screens every once in a while, but I know how to fix it if I really feel like fixing it in the future. I know how to permanently fix it. So yeah, very happy to own it. This is my 4th Nintendo Switch, my 2nd Switch Lite. Yeah, how about that? I also ended up picking up, speaking of Pokemon, I ended up picking up Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia on Nintendo DS. This was the last Pokemon Ranger game that I was missing, and I really want to try and focus on getting more Pokemon games that I don't have yet. I have all the main series games, as you can see on the shelf to my right, but the spin-off games, I have about half of them. In fact, thanks to this, I have a little more than half of them now. It was cheap, so I picked it up. It was the last Ranger game I was missing. I figured, you know what, I'll get it, so I did. Another eBay purchase. There's not many ways for you to get Pokemon games now outside of eBay, but happy to have it. So yeah, one more DS game out of the way and one more Pokemon game out of the way. Let's see. Of course, since it was May, that means that this month included May the 4th, and Star Wars had all kinds of deals on sale for their video games for cheap, so I ended up picking up 2 that I was missing. I picked up Jedi Fallen Order and Star Wars Squadrons, both on the PS4, and these cost me only like 10 or 15 bucks each. It was a really good deal, and yeah, I've been hoping to play these for a while. The price was right, and now that I got my PS5, I can use next-gen patches to play these games better than I could have when they first came out. So yeah, definitely worth it for me. Alright, let's go to my Nintendo Switch games next. Let's just move my Switch Lite over there. I got a nice little stack of Switch games this month, which should come as no surprise to those of you who know anything about me. So, for a lot of these, I don't remember why I got them, but I'm willing to bet that it was like some sort of a flash deal at Best Buy. Actually, yeah, this one for sure was a flash deal at Best Buy. Family Feud for the Nintendo Switch. It just looks like a shovelware sort of game, but hey, this was 10 bucks. I actually do remember now. This was only 10 bucks for a game I was missing. Come on, how could I say no? This one was not 10 bucks, but it was one that I've been waiting for a while, and I'm sure many of you have played it by now. New Pokemon Snap. So yeah, can you believe I haven't actually started playing this yet? I've been so busy 3D printing stuff and getting other stuff out of the way and just focusing on other things besides video games that I just haven't started playing this yet. But every single person that I've seen who has this game, all of my friends who have played it, have all told me that they love it and that I have to play it. I promise I will. We'll get to it. It'll take me a little while to get to it, that's all. I'm trying to stick on top of buying Pokemon games, even spin-offs, the second that they're released. Even though they might go for sale later, I just want to make sure that I'm on top of my Pokemon collection. So yeah, I picked this up on release day. When Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl release on November 19, I'll pick those up. And when Legends Arceus releases January 28, I'll pick that up too. Any spin-offs, anything. Every single thing. I'm picking them up the second that they're available. And hey, since Pokemon, I will be playing it. This was another game that was on sale for Best Buy for $10. Slide Stars. So yeah, apparently this includes a lot of celebrities, internet celebrities anyway, but I don't recognize a single name on the back here. Nor do I care. It's a game that I was missing for the Switch. It's obvious, blatant shovelware, so I don't care. This one, as I understand it, is not actually shovelware. It's actually a fairly good game. Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. So, I know nothing about Warhammer. I know absolutely nothing about it. I know that it's a popular series. I know it's more of a tabletop sort of a game. But it does have a few video games, and from what I understand, this is not that bad. It's no masterpiece, but like, yeah, I might try playing it for a little while and see if I enjoy it. And this was another game that released this month that I was excited to get, The Wonderful 101 Remastered. So this is a fairly famous game because this is one of the only third-party games that was exclusive to the Wii U. Obviously, it's not anymore. Obviously, it does have a Switch release, and I think it's released on PlayStation as well. But yeah, it was a third-party game that was exclusive to the Wii U, and even better, it wasn't all that bad. It was not a bad game, it was a good game. And so now that it's on Switch, I just had to pick it up. Plus, I believe it was on sale when I picked this up. I think I got this one from Amazon, I could be wrong. But yeah, Wonderful 101 is a game that I actually knew the name of prior to its release on the Switch. So I'm like, you know what? I enjoyed playing it on the Wii U. I'll pick up the Switch version, especially since it was on sale. So yeah, most of the games I got this month were just stuff that was on sale. But there were some things that I bought before that only arrived just now. And I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. Limited Run Games a few months ago put these up for sale, and of course I had to get them. Shantae and Shantae Risky's Revenge for the Nintendo Switch. These are the first two games in the Shantae series. Shantae was originally released on the Game Boy Color, and now they both are on the Switch, and they got physical releases on the Switch as well. I'm a big fan of the Shantae series. It's just such a great platforming game. This is so cool that they released every single Shantae game on the Switch. Plus, all of them have been released physically, and of course I had to get in on that because how could I miss out? So yeah, I now own every physical Shantae game on the Switch. But that's not all. On top of releasing Shantae, the Game Boy Color game on the Switch, Limited Run Games released Shantae, the Game Boy Color game on Game Boy Color. This is obviously a reproduction. It's not the original version of the game, but the reason that they re-released this game is because the original version is notorious as being one of the rarest and possibly the single most expensive game on the Game Boy. So if you've wanted to play it up till now, you've needed to either shell out $1,000 for the cartridge, or use a repro cartridge, or flash cart, or emulate it. So a lot of people don't own a legit copy of Shantae on Game Boy Color. Limited Run Games decided to re-release it to give it an official re-release so that anyone who wants an official copy of the game can own it. And the this is, again, I cannot emphasize enough, this is not identical to the original game. Limited Run has done a really good job of, I mean, you can see it says Limited Run Games on the side there. The back is its own spiel from LRG. But, I mean, even the cartridge looks different if I can pull it out here. Yeah. So I'm going to show the cartridge off on the camera now. You can see how at the top it says Limited Run right there. And, I mean, LRG code and symbol all over the place. Even on the back of the cartridge on the PCB it says LRG. So, clearly this is not the original game, and they've gone so far out of their way to make that clear that it's not. But it is probably as close to an official release as most people are ever going to be able to own. And you know what? I've wanted to play the original Shantae forever. Now I have two ways of playing it. On the GBC as it was intended, or on the Switch with all of its convenience and upgraded stuff and all that. So, yeah, I was more than happy to get the Game Boy Color version of this. This is going to make a great addition to my collection. I don't think I'll ever get an official copy of Shantae. Even if I wanted it, I don't have that kind of money. But this is, as far as I'm concerned and as far as most other people are concerned, close enough. We understand it's not the original. We understand it's not completely authentic or official. But the data on the cartridge, the actual game itself, is identical. You're playing the same game. It's just a separate release. So, close enough for most of us. And you know what? That wraps up my game pickups video. So, let me know what you thought. Let me know what games you got this month. I'm sure a lot of people ended up getting new Pokemon Snap. I really, really need to play this. I'm looking forward to playing it. But yeah, that does it for now. Thanks everyone for watching. Next month, I'll be back with my June pickups video. So, see you all then. Thank you everyone so much for your support and for sticking with me. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.